Hi, everybody. It's time for another message from Melissa. And this month, I wanted to talk about instinct. What does your instinct tell you? I'm a big believer that instinct is the best part of my decision making process and usually the most accurate part of my decision making process. When I'm making decisions, it's not all instinct. I do my research, I look into all the things that I need to look into, I figure out, what all the variables are, but then there's this X factor. There's this, what is my gut telling me that I have learned has been really important and often has new information from me that I shouldn't ignore. There have been times when all signs seem to be pointing to this is a good idea. And then my instinct said something otherwise. And when I didn't listen, usually didn't work out very well for me. But when I've gone with my gut, 100% of the time, even if this situation that I walked into took effort and took work, I was always willing to do it because it felt right. And at the end of the day, it felt more fulfilling as a result. So I'm not saying only consider instinct and intuition, but I do think that it's an important factor and often has information for us that I don't know where it comes from, but is very valuable and often very accurate to how we're going to feel long term about a situation. I'm curious to know if this is something that drives you when you're making decisions, when you're setting goals, when you're at those points when you can go this way or that way and your instinct gives you a nudge. Is that something that you listen to? Is that something that you think about? I know earlier in my life that voice inside my head was very weak and it hadn't been listened to much, but the more I did it, the louder it got, the easier it was to really feel where I wanted to point myself. So I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know a little bit more about how instinct factors into your own decision-making process, how it drives you and motivates you into doing the things that you ultimately decide to do. Tell me all about it. In the meantime, I hope you have a great month ahead and your instinct takes you only in the best directions. Bye.